Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Friday Night Game Brigade. This is Blackjack Kent. We are back with more of the Forgotten City, which I've been looking forward to all week. This game is way better than I expected, and we're getting towards what I think is the exciting climax, so I'm very excited to see where things go from here. And you know it's going to be a good stream, because we are starting off with an Alonzo sighting. Say hi, buddy. He was just getting comfy on my lap, and I'm here parading him in front of everybody. Say hi. You're here to bless the stream? Hell yeah. We got Bree, we got Ryder, we got Dorian, and we got Seer in the chat. Welcome, friends. Seer, another awesome member of the Campfire stream team that you should totally check out if you are not checking them out yet, checking her out already. And yeah, so y'all may remember we had some major plot twists last week. We discovered some major shit, y'all. Fucking Sentius. Fucking Sentius, y'all. Sentius is a fucking douchebag. He knew that we were in a time loop. Right, well, I mean, he knew we were in a time loop right from the beginning, but he remembers every loop. He remembers every loop, and he is trying to keep the loop going indefinitely because he can live forever that way. And he has imprisoned his fucking adopted daughter in the sewers in order to maintain his indefinite rule. And basically he's a dickwad and we hate him. The trouble, of course, is that we're still stuck here, regardless of this knowledge. But we basically only have one task left here. So we're getting down to what seems to be the final... Oh.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who
Hi,
you
Galerius. Oh, right, okay. So we have a couple options here, I feel like. So, I know there's a couple endings to this game. And I'm not sure which one we're going for, because I think this is one of the endings. That we can tell Galerius to get everybody lined up. I think one of the endings was that we could just have left with, what was her name? Scintilla? When we found her. And that would have been one ending. Obviously we're not doing that. I think we can tell Galerius to get everybody ready to run into the upper cistern, and then we all get out. So I think that's one ending. And then I think there's the ending with the plaques, where we actually like go and try and confront God. Which I feel like confronting God is the ending that I want. But I am tempted to save here. Well, I mean, we just did save. So, I mean, we have a save here that we just loaded. So I'm tempted to do this ending, see what it is, and then reload and keep going with the plaques. I think that's what we might do here. Because we do have that save to go back to. Alright, yeah, let's give that a go. Okay, the golden rule is going to be broken soon. Big Wayne's World energy. You know, I've never seen Wayne's World, so I'm afraid that reference is lost on me. The golden rule is going to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone, except Sentius, ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble. Because fuck Sentius, am I right? But won't he just reset the day? Well, no, he won't. He won't, because he needs us. He just gets melted into a fucking crisp. So if I don't go back through the portal, then he's just a crisp. And what is that response to, Seer? To me not having seen Wayne's World? All right, so if we have run away, then he just becomes a crispy fried magistrate, and everyone else moves on with their lives. There are a lot of things I haven't seen. You should ask, yeah, no, I have a long string of friends who suggest movies to me and are always astonished when I have not seen them. Okay, let's do this.
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. All right, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
I have not seen Labyrinth either. Wait. Hold on. Back up. Can we tell him to help all the people and then tell him to gather them? Maybe? I don't know what to do here. Huh. I mean, we're gonna reset this a couple times anyway so we can go get the other ending. So, like, I guess it's not a huge deal either way, but... Def movie night ASAP. Alright, sounds like a plan to me. Campfire movie night. Alright, hang on, we're gonna back up. Galerius, you are such a trusting cinnamon roll, though. My goodness.
Salve, friend.
Okay.
Oh.
I need you to do all this stuff.
Poor Virgil. All right, let me see. What? I'll go.
Okay, so my thought is we let him do all that stuff so everyone loves him, and then we tell him to gather everybody.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor.
Yeah, because I wanna see what this ending leads to before we go try and confront God. While he's helping everyone, I'm gonna go get food. Good call. Good call. This is unfortunately gonna take a minute. Time to watch the shrine explode. There he go. Oh Lord, he's zooming.
Patricia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you this Sylphian resin for Yulia.
Hey, Ari. Still might miss some people, but only ones that suck. True.
Would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Daisies.
Exploding shrine. Also, hi, Ari.
Why?
How you doing? Happy Friday, and welcome.
To defend myself against someone else with a weapon.
There are no other weapons in the
There we go. This is never not hilarious. Okay.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Come on, zoom, zoom. Pick up the pace. Attaboy.
Salve, Ruffius. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up you've been harassing Virgil.
What? My condition is nobody's business but mine.
There's no need for that. I just wanted to give you this willow bark to help you treat it.
A treatment? Really?
Alright, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can be doing here to pass the time. But
After all this time,
we really only have two options right now.
you're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone. I know I haven't been
Fighting my computer so I can type properly.
Appreciate that.
Doing
Now,
this on the
I've got to
PS4
run.
is hard. Oh no! Computer, behave. There you go. Sonic the Hedgehog ain't got nothing on Galerius. Is there anywhere we haven't wandered around? Oh boy, such a process. This is the one downside of having figured all this stuff out.
Are they?
Ah, yeah, Quatia. Meow. Is there any other unfinished business that we haven't looked at yet? Let's go, lesbians. Exactly. Never seen the thing that clip is from. Alright, so I'm hoping that once he finishes talking to everybody, we'll be able to tell him to gather everybody up.
Citizen.
Okay. And then I think Galerius will go and put himself in for magistrate first.
Citizen.
Before I can talk to him. Yep. Equitia, get your butt up here. Your Vestal Virgin butt up the stairs, please. Ma'am? I know you're here. Ma'am. Come on.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like
Ma'am, tis your
Diana's.
cue. Go. I guess they're waiting for Yulia and Ulpius' scene to finish. Come on. Or not? Maybe we're done with the magistrate subplot now? Nope. Equitia. Get it moving, please. Oh, that's right. This has to happen first. Oh my god, this is such a process.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Okay, Ulpius, Jesus. If it turns out that we didn't need to do all this, or that it doesn't make any difference, I'm gonna be grumpy. What the hell? Come on. Aha, now Equitia's moving. This long series, I will say, like, I do kind of like the idea that, like, all of this happens while you can just go and do other things. Like, normally, in the other loops, that was fine. That's hilarious, actually. But in this particular loop,
Citizens,
not so
I have
helpful.
an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default.
Actually, I'd like to nominate myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius. That's your right.
Attaboy,
Citizens,
hilarious.
the election will proceed.
Okay, Galerius. Buddy.
Salve again, friend.
You'd never believe. Well, no, we'll do this.
You're a Sisyphus.
Yeah, we've gone through this
Sisyphus,
conversation
he was
already.
Oh. Anyway, so-
Okay.
Oh, now. Oh.
I don't care about this. I would like
Salve
you to
again?
gather
No.
everyone. Nope. Okay, so all of that was pointless.
All right, friend.
And we just have to start over. I'm just gonna go ahead and reload, rather than trigger another reset, because there's really no reason to. Sorry about that, folks. That was not necessary, but that's okay. Okay, Galerius, change of plans, new task.
Salve, friend.
The golden rule is going to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone except Sentius ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble.
What? That's a big ask.
It's really too bad that his first action as magistrate kills literally everyone. I know, right?
All right.
It's
I'm
so
gonna stick
sad.
my neck out and believe you.
Hi, Ryder. Welcome
I
back.
doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
What noms do you have? Okay. Like... I don't know what to do now, actually. Maybe we can just go... Oh, taco salad sounds so good.
Ixion turns.
Like, what do we do here exactly? Do we just trigger a reset? Do we have to wait for Galerius to do things? Do we go punch Sentius in the face? I don't know, that's what I'm wondering. I guess I'm just gonna tail him for now and see what he does. So we might have another set of cutscenes we need to sit through here. Or is he just gonna shout at the top of his lungs about it? He looks so sad. What's up, Galerius? I'm not sure if there's a cutscene happening here, or...
Don't you just love springtime?
Oh, okay. Apparently he's just vibing now. Is this what you call gathering everyone up, Galerius? Alright, I guess there's no cutscenes. We're just supposed to assume that he went and talked to everybody. So with that in mind... Yeah, that's the other... Like, I'm not sure.
Salve.
Is he waiting for a cutscene trigger, or is he... Yeah, he did, but... There's also nobody coming, so... We're gonna go see if we can trigger the golden whatever by punching Sentius in the face.
I trust.
Because that would be very satisfying. We literally never talked to her after like the
This
first
place has
fucking
become a thoroughfare.
cycle. Oh, I bet it's gonna be weird talking to him since now he knows that we remember everything and so does he.
I thought I told you to get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Fuck you, piss bag. Wow, okay, so we just straight up can't. Oh, do we? Maybe. You're probably right. Oh yeah, I found her. Shit's pretty fucked up, Horatius. Okay.
Fortune smile on you, sister.
Galerius seems to be just vibing here, so I assume we're supposed to just assume that he did the thing. So with that in mind, let's just go up and around. Yeah, just a smidge, just a smidge. You know, it's a funny kind of, it's like a weird dichotomy that the plot is amping up and the gameplay is slowing down so hard in these last couple cycles. Like, the more intrigued I am about the story, the less I have to do. Which is kind of funny. Why... Ulpius? Oh no, that's not Ulpius. That's a statue. Never mind. I think. Or maybe he's just chilling up there. Alright, let's go talk to Scintilla. And start some family drama, if you know what I mean. Okay. Let's go. Like I said, I'm assuming this is a different ending from the one where we confront God, but I don't actually know. This might lead to all sorts of weird shit. Hi, Scintilla. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna take care of things.
You. Who are you? We. What?
Told Galerius to lead everyone here when the golden rule is broken so they can escape too.
How did you know? Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Oh Lord, he coming.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
Let's fucking go. You're human garbage, you know that?
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. So, you've discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to
Get
do
his
with it?
ass. Cinches, you suck. We've kind of had this part of the conversation already. I told you I was gonna break you.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
I probably could, but I'm gonna let her have this one.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Oh shit! What the fuck did she do?
Many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on. We have to go. The other should be right behind us. Hey. What's happening to you? That light. It's so bright.
Yeah, that was a bit more excessive than I thought. Oh, okay. We're out. Meow. Oh, hello? Al? Oh shit, Al gets to live too?
Give me a bit of a fright.
What?
Thought I was in here alone.
Al gets to live too!
Al.
That's so cool! Al Worth, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Roz. I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well,
What?
trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina.
That's convenient.
Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, Scintilla and a handful of other citizens managed to escape, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Thanks for that. Weird, that definitely wasn't me.
I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, how many people with that name could there be in this place? I don't.
Be funny if I'd said my
understand
name
how
was
you could have
like
been here 2,000 years ago.
Lucretia or something. When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your... We're really trying to make this guy trust us, huh? Found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still... Why are we saying this?
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around.
Why
in
are we
circles.
doing this?
This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past and your fate.
I'm not following.
Yeah, because I sound insane. Why are... I know, right? I helped Scintilla kill the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and
He's taking
that's
this
why I
very
don't
calmly. Hi,
remember any
Plasma.
of this.
You missed what has turned out to be the boring ending. Now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping a bunch of others to escape. That's a lot to take in.
Enough talk. How about we get out of this place?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used. if we can find it.
It's right here in the cistern. Follow me. Okay. Yo, Al. Okay. Well. Turns out he's from the same extremely trusting stock as Galerius, apparently. Hey, we made it out. Let's go. Al? Al, did you just fucking wander off? Watch him have tried to steal something down there and got turned into a golden statue. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Oh yeah, that'll work. No one's ever managed to pull a wood board down before. Good idea.
Go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
Okay. Gotta go confront Karen. It's morning. Right? Exactly.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there.
Why?
Why don't you tell me what you discovered? While we
I don't understand Karen's motivations. Because wasn't Karen's whole thing wanting to trap people there? I discovered your real name is Karen, or was it Kurti?
Ah.
Whoa!
I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose
Okay.
you have questions.
Who are you, really?
You can just call me Carol, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth
I know,
in
right?
their own time.
Sheesh. What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My word, as the servant of the
No.
god of the
So
Unknown,
Al and I are both super
has
dead
always
anyway.
been to assist the chosen, to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
So why were you bothered about us being in the city? How did I die?
Usually, when
Uh-oh.
people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible
This
trauma.
fucking
Most
dragonfly
souls
is
would
really
rather
hogging the
not
limelight
know.
here.
Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
As you wish.
Oh shit.
You were murdered. You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your
Oh shit, was that Al?
You both fought bravely.
Did
but
Al
your
try to save my
assailants were
life?
armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al
What?
Word. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
So special about these coins.
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferrymen for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Why?
That is a question you would have to ask him. If that were still possible. In light of the path you have chosen, I am just his servant.
Yo, okay. We're definitely going back and doing the other ending.
I find myself bereft of purpose.
Yep.
You see, the coins on you and Al were the last
shit.
of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it.
What?
Here, take a look.
Yay! She didn't distribute these very well since almost all of them were apparently in Greece and Rome 2,000 years ago. Yeah.
Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia, and I will never forget you, or what you did for us.
Wait, did Galera...
It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue Dooley, but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us and try to show others the same compassion you showed us. We promise you that saving our lives was not for nothing. Scintilla.
So did they go back to the world of the living because they got out?
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story.
I know, right?
But
what the fuck?
First, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
No, but we did though, and then I couldn't tell him to prepare them. So... I don't know. Alright, Charon, ferry us home. I think this is just like a medium ending. Yeah. Okay, that was ending 3 of 4. So I'm assuming one of them, he didn't win, he was just nominated. That's true. That's true. Maybe that's the second ending, is that you get everybody out, and the first ending is presumably escaping just with Scintilla. How many might have survived if you'd confronted the god of the underworld? Well, it's time to find out, kids. Let's go. To do the good ending, you have to get all 4 of the plaques, which we have done. So, one of the endings is probably just you die. Well, we hit that a couple times, though. Can we skip this, please? Apparently not. Okay. Oh, here we go. Tap escape to continue. We did die a couple times, and it just reset us to a checkpoint, so I don't know if that counts as a... Anyway, okay, so we're gonna back up to our save at the start of the last cycle. Because yes, that ending was boring. I think it would be much more impressive if we were to shout God in the face. So let's go do that.
Salve, friend.
It was informative, that's true. I will admit that.
Oh, sounds sick. Yulia. Poor bird. Alright then. What?
Alright.
I'll go.
Go have fun. I'm gonna go, you know, down the rabbit hole. Okay, up we go. I'm low-key, like, really excited to see where this leads. Maybe we get to turn Pluto into gold. That would be dramatic. Oh man, okay. Also, I assume that this is where I'm supposed to give a spoiler warning based on that message from the beginning of the game. Oh wait, I need to put things on the... Here we go. Alright. Woo! Hello. Okay. So, I'm assuming this is where the white hallway is going to be. So, to honor the wishes of the developer, I'm going to pause here for a moment and say that the developers want me to give a spoiler warning at this point and say that anyone who does not wish to be spoiled on the ending of this game before playing it themselves, I will not be offended if you want to experience this on your own and not with me. So, looks like we're going into the final rush here, so be aware of that if you would like to not experience spoilers. And with that, in we go. Ugh. Okay. Cool, this is fine. I love that you're basically just giving him, like, enrichment tasks. He doesn't really need to do all this, but he just loves to do tasks so much. It's true. It's true. Alright, thank you for that, Lurkseer. Have a good one. Speak. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I don't know, man. Pluto, father of riches, grant me an audience. Please tell me none of... Where's the hey bitch option? I feel like we're gonna end and there's gonna be a lot of time left in the stream. Okay, let's give another... Does it have to be in, like... Oh, I see. Okay, so that was Roman, this is Greek, this is Egyptian. Osiris, Lord of Silence. How do I know what to say here, I wonder? Alright, and then this is gonna be, was it Babylonian? I can't remember. Sumerian. Marigold, the fierce one, grant me an audience. Yo. Okay, whoa! Excuse me? Is he an alien? Hello? Okay. This is like the fucking... Am I in a simulation? This is like the reveal at the end of... Or in like fucking Assassin's Creed. What the fuck? Hello? Oh my god! Okay, so... There were a lot of things I was expecting might happen here. I'm gonna go ahead and say this was not one of them. What? Yo. Oh man, if I ever have a spaceship, I want it to look like this. That's fucking sick. Oh, so that's why they were giving this... Yeah! Yeah! That's a bit of a twist. This is... fine and normal. This is a terrible okay, but it looks fucking dope. Counterpoint. Does this person have a bucket on? Oh no, it looked like they had a bucket on their head. Ah! It moved. Did its head move to look at me? Yo. What the fuck? Bitches love inconvenient but dope design. It's true. Hold on. Hold that thought. You know, what this reminds me of, I don't know if anyone here, Dorian, if you're still here, this looks like fucking, Valkorian ship from SWTOR, the one of the later expansions. I can't remember the name of it, but that's what it looks like. Did you notice the path you're walking on is made of wood? Yeah, it's like hieroglyphics and shit. Oh man. Yo, what?
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals.
Yeah, this guy's kind of hot.
And you do it so brazenly that there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity.
All right, exposition time. Let's fucking go.
What you will.
What's your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you
right, Eri? You're a god?
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that, there are rules even I must obey.
Why do you look and sound like a man?
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords: desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive.
May I see your true form?
No. Long ago, I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
Who is the woman on your left?
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal.
Why is she frozen? Yeah, I was definitely thinking about SG1 as well, Plasma.
Greece, and Persephone to the Romans.
I need to rewatch that.
Perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal.
Why is she frozen? Yeah, this is definitely go oldish. Who's that on your right?
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces.
Charon!
Many names. Kumutubal to the Sumerians, Kurti to the Egyptians.
That's a dope outfit. It looks like an armor set from Dark Souls.
Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
What is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago.
What was the wager you made?
That is a long story. One that began over 3,000 years ago.
I mean, I got time.
To this day. You see, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elisa to search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates to something lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Persephone saw raw potential in you, and and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft,
Yeah,
and
very
law,
SG1.
and you called us gods. For a time, you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic, scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoiled by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Persephone could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Persephone's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium.
Oh shit, okay.
My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her fate. So that
Okay,
I might
but y'all
take
have
her
a
with
real,
me to
like,
Elysium,
arbitrary definition of sin.
goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
Who are your kin?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta,
That too.
Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina.
Who built the city?
As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
How did you decide who comes here?
To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's Ode.
It really isn't, but you know, who am I to tell
Some placed coins
God?
in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact,
This is a terrible plan. It self-selects for rich bitches. You're not wrong.
two remains. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind will have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Persephone is along with it.
How did humans learn about the underworld?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh. His words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place, in their priests' pursuit of profit. Beasts began to arrive. They proved far more cunning, and in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped.
Orpheus?
A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Are you responsible for the Golden Rule?
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people into gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would
I know, right, Harry?
gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all, to make way for a new wave, began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious.
That's fucked up, sir.
Suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity. Silent.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So you're responsible for destroying all these lives.
I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as people warning about
This is fucked up.
And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I'm the one destroying your lives. And I say, no, you destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
Where did these golden bows come from?
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics, which I inherited. Consolation prize.
Seriously, this is fucked up.
The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew,
cool motive, still
I chose
murder,
the
exactly.
most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies.
What do you consider a sin? This is the big question.
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all
Maybe? I
possible
don't know where this is gonna
This
lead.
should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it
We
with
do have a golden
avoid
bow, it's
doing what
true.
you
That would be
blame
pretty
others for.
ironic.
The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say,
We have the golden
do
bow,
unto
exactly.
others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
Ha! Someone can dish it out but can't take it. How do you know when people sin?
I am able to commune with all the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Is Proserpina connected to the statues in the same way?
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Then what an odd question.
I've seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin. How could you let them happen?
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example?
Price gouging for life-saving medicine.
The merchant. How is that inconsistent with the rule I've outlined?
He wouldn't want someone else to demand an outrageous price for the medicine he needed if he was dying.
I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway.
Can't know what he would expect, you're just speculating.
Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. It requires us to ask what another person would want if they found themselves in another situation.
Doesn't that make it inherently subjective and unreliable?
Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man.
Fuck you! And you think you know the minds of other people?
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
I'm right and you know it.
Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
Oh shit. No wait, I wasn't done. Okay. Enough talk, I'm going to end this.
Do you really think you could wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
Oh shit. Let's find out. Well, okay. Which one of these does what she told me to do? I love that his definition of sin is if you are a bad person, then you can do any bad things you want because you would expect others to be evil to you. Right? That is not a productive thought process, sir.
How dare you threaten?
Oh, shit.
Many shall suffer.
Oh my god. Okay, go, 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 go. Pick it up. Pick it up. I picked it up. What's happening? Am I wearing it? Ah! Am I wearing it? Okay, what do I do now? Do I shoot these guys? Do I shoot him? What do I do? Follow. Wait, what? Why? Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess I fucked up talking to him, so I need to. Okay, I guess we're leaving? But now I have Proserpina's crown. Don't touch me. I'm not here. Don't look at me. I'm not real. Oh boy. Nope. Okay, let's go. Hey, hey. Well, I think we're gonna. Oh, I think we're gonna get a reset here. Ah, no, tits. Well, we are getting a reset, but not in the way I intended. But I think we're gonna get a timeline reset here, except we're gonna have the crown, which I assume is. Oh, we have to go through all of that again. Okay. Price gouging. I know, right? This is all sorts of fucked up. This dude's. Wait. Hold on. No. No? Where am I? Oh, this is. Okay, we're here. Got it. Okay, we go again. We go again. We have to zoom through all of that dialogue.
And here you are. Allow no, not the one.
The reason I'm curious is because surely he'd remember the situation. She might. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, we're gonna zoom through all this again. I don't know if it makes any difference.
That, as you wish. That is, and then.
Whew, there's a lot of dialogue here. I should.
As the.
I was gonna say I should quick save, but I don't know
It is.
if I'll have time.
Of course. That is.
Okay.
And two.
So confront him on more things, but don't tell him to turn you to gold about it. Yeah. Good thinking.
When my. I've. Enough. Then. Do you plan?
Okay. So we did.
The murder. I did. Apply. Not if we're. Now tell me.
Suicide.
I've seen no such thing. Taking one's own life is as self-directed.
Oh, so he doesn't know about the loops. Because Ulpius definitely killed himself previously.
Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others.
He doesn't know, so he doesn't know about the loops. Sentius does. But he doesn't. Seems like an extremely literal interpretation of the rule.
Applying this rule always requires.
Okay.
Now tell me.
Debt bondage.
You speak of the moneylender. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
He wouldn't want to be trapped in a 30-year labor contract because of a loan.
And he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed voluntarily by others.
Please. Okay.
Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority. This is interesting.
This man does suck ass.
How do people escape poverty where you're from? I see. And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
I know, right? Jesus.
I fail to see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bonds.
Oh my god. Okay.
Labor for 30 years.
I'm not arguing this with you, sir.
Suppose... Now tell me.
Alright, experiments on the golden statues.
The midwife in the palace, yes. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
She wouldn't want to be experimented upon if she was gilded.
The rule is do unto others, meaning...
Oh, fuck you, you absolute piss bag.
Bloodless shadows, mere shapes of their former selves. They are forsaken.
You piss bag! Oh my god! Alonzo, comfort me. Kitty sighting. Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Okay.
Now tell me, what other sins
okay. Abduction.
Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the cistern?
I do!
He did so because she sought to escape.
Alonzo is better than God, that is true.
Seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to
You are a...
Wouldn't you agree?
Asshole! Oh my god!
Now tell me.
It's no wonder people say the gods are cruel. This just shows how unreliable and subjective your moral code is. You're no better at judging right from wrong than any human.
Do you honestly think you could do better?
No, but that's my point. Nobody's grasp of right and wrong is so perfect, they can be trusted with all this power. You become a tyrant.
I should strike you down for that.
And if you did, you'd be proving my point.
Now, did you have any other questions before your reckoning?
He can dish it out, but he can't fucking take it.
Very well.
That's all the questions
Good.
I had.
And now it is time for your reckoning. Only, it seems, something is wrong. It has long been within my power to see into the hearts of mortals and weigh their needs
Ryder.
in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible? Charon, where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you.
What?
How did you come here?
Hi, Joe. Warning, spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled about the ending of Forgotten City, you're about to be spoiled if you stick around, but I am also glad you're here. Hi! How's your Friday? You're good? Okay. Well, the developers wanted me to warn people, so I'm warning people. I'm being a good content creator. Okay. I'm from the future.
If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
He cannot know.
I was hoping you could tell me.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago.
The god of the underworld is an asshole.
3,000 years.
Yeah, I hope you had a nice time with friend. Shouldn't you know this as the god of the underworld?
Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on.
Oh shit, okay.
And answer this.
Ari, I'm glad you encouraged me to,
What is it you see?
change up the dialogue. I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule.
Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, you face death here. So, tell me, why should I put an end to the so-called golden rule?
Wow, okay, that would be brutal. The golden rule is corrupting this city and ensuring you'll never win the wager.
How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up.
Decius is price gouging for life-saving medicine because he knows nobody can take it by force.
True. I have witnessed him doing that.
Rufius has become so paranoid that he's jumping at shadows like Virgil's sexuality.
He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one.
Malleolus has trapped people in debt bondage by convincing them that rebelling would break your law.
His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day.
It's all the examples I can think of.
Pathetic.
Oof.
You will
Did I
need to
miss
do
things?
a lot better
What did
than
I
that.
miss? How can you expect us to live without sin if you can't do it yourself?
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
You've given terrible punishments to hundreds of people, some for minor sins and some who committed no sins at all.
Every one of those people was
fuck you.
failing to ensure their peers lived.
How can we not say Sentius is resetting the time loop to survive forever? I know, right? That's
Collectively, the Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
if our positions were reversed, you wouldn't want me to punish you for the sins of other people.
Ah, but I'm a god, and you are.
Fuck you, you
Why would you
piss bag!
expect me to
Oh
treat
my
you as I treat
god!
my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me
What
ask you this:
a bastard!
Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated? Do you care for their well-being as you would your fellow man? Do you ensure they have food and shelter and protection from predators? Do you give them rights?
Yes. Well, no.
Of course not. Because that would be absurd. Just as it would be absurd for me to treat your kind as equals.
Ooh. I feel like he'll shoot me if I say this. I don't know if there's a way to talk this man down, but I kind of don't want to. I just want to see him turn to gold. I know, right? What makes your kind superior to mine?
Where to begin? Our lifespans exceed yours by thousands of years, in which time we accumulate vast wisdom and a mastery of technology you cannot begin to imagine.
Why does wisdom and technology make you superior?
Because that is the source of our power over you.
Go fuck yourself. So you think you're not obliged to treat us fairly because you're more powerful than us?
You could say that.
What was it the Roman Stoics said? Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you.
My kin have no superiors.
Didn't you say Jupiter was your leader? There's a hierarchy within your kin.
That is true.
Okay, okay.
Go on.
We're still in this. So are you treating humans the way you would wish Jupiter to treat you?
Make your point, mortal.
I just did, bitch. I'm saying, if you can't follow your own rule, how can you expect humans to?
Let me ponder that for a moment. If you are right, then it would follow that all
Oh
this
shit,
time
oh shit, oh
I've
shit.
been in the wrong. But no. The very thought of it grieves me.
Yeah, get over
How
yourself.
can I accept your argument when doing so would make me a tyrant and a monster?
I feel... Oh man, I don't know which of these to go with, because this is more aggressive, but this calls him a human, and I feel like he's not going to accept that. So we're gonna go with the truth, which is that, yeah, you've committed atrocities and you need to own up to it.
Your hubris grows tiresome. You will make a
Fuck. Okay, I think there might actually be no correct answer to this. I think ultimately we always end up in the same place. Because, yeah, I think calling him a human would definitely lead to this outcome. So... Okay, so I think this time I need to get the fuck out of here and hopefully not get hit.
Pathetic. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yep, got it. Okay, let's go. Meow, meow, serpentine. Fuck. This is a problem. Hi, Graham. Coming in with that long meat noodle. Shit. Don't hit me. Getting out of here is gonna prove challenging. This is a fucking gauntlet we have to get around. Don't touch me. Woo, okay, let's go. Here we go. Door open, please. Door open, please. Thank you. Okay, and we're out. And we're moving. Okay, do. Okay. Okay. How you doing, Grim? Grim Creeper, another awesome member of the Campfire Stream team. Please check him out if you have not already. Oh good, my health is all the way back up. That's good. God, not anymore. Okay. I would prefer not to be hit by more arrows. Hi, Sentius. How you doing, you douchebag? Whoosh. Alright, so now we have Proserpina's crown. What leverage will this give us, I wonder? Not much, I feel like, but... Alright. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Super Looper. What's that? Loop through time 10 times. Nice. Okay. Alright, who's ready for enrichment? Proves the time
Salve,
loops.
friend.
Yeah, no, he definitely
Mind
doesn't know
telling
about
me
them.
Who you are and
Because-
what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Yeah, because he didn't see the suicides. Yeah. Okay. I need you to...
Sounds... You look... Poor... Alright, then...
Okay.
I'll go.
Have fun! Alright, I'm off to do the thing again. And... maybe Proserpina's crown, like, gives us powers or something? Crown worn by Proserpina. Kinda ugly, not gonna lie. Not the vibe I would want for my crown. Yeah, this is wild, man. I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this. I have a feeling we're gonna end with a little extra time in the stream, but I love that you can get him as far as going, could I be making a mistake? Yeah. Could I be making a mistake? No, it is the humans who are wrong. Basically. I mean, I didn't really think I was gonna be able to convince him to do anything. At least on that pass. Maybe with the crown we'll be able to do something. Not thinking of. Yeah, he's a... oh wait, this is the wrong way. Shit. Okay, we go again. Okay, cool. What? This is interesting. That this is still here. Despite the time loop. Alright, I'm gonna quick save out here. Although I think it will save anyway, probably. Right before we go in. Okay. Hello again. Friendo. Can I quick save here? Yes, okay.
And here you are. Allow me to know
Yeah. Okay, here we go. See this? It's Proserpina's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
You vile, despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
Okay. I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the golden rule, I will do it again. This seems like an unproductive way to get what we want, but sure. Stares aghast.
You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated and alone.
That's the idea.
Perhaps you are cleverer than you appear.
Why, thank you.
I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes.
This doesn't feel like the message I want to be sending, but...
And now you've shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Persephone was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form.
Achievement: intimidate the creator of the Golden Rule.
But know this.
Was there no other way to...
leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind.
Is there no other way for this conversation to end? Why can't we go to Elysium?
Because despicable creatures like you have no place there. My kin would never allow it. The best I can do is return you to the land of the living. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Why?
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Hi, Alonzo. Okay. And we're out. And there's good old Al again. Watch out, Lonzo. You're in the way. Hi, Al.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worth, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am.
Okay, we've been through some of this already. Hi, Al. We met God, and he was a dick.
Know who you are. I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet.
Galerius!
Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold.
Really? That's
like the
fucking
1,000 people who'd lived
fascinating,
here
Al.
before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to her. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus.
Yeah, damn right.
Because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Hey.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
Right behind you. I'm gonna Google real quick, because I'm curious if there's a way to get through this where, like, we actually get humanity ascended or some shit.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and you go on it.
I wonder if the Charon we met is somehow Proserpina. Maybe? That wasn't the vibe I got. I think it is Charon. And she just didn't remember us because it was back in time. But maybe.
You're back. But... Oh, why don't you...
I discovered you're not who you said you were. I remember meeting you 2,000 years ago.
Ah, I see.
Okay, well...
I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
It's less startling the second time. Who are you, Rune?
You can just call... I do not...
Okay, this is all the same dialogue?
Most as you...
Pluto said the coins Al and I had were the last in existence. What does that mean for you?
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you.
We've had all this dialogue already.
It means...
Yeah, okay, we just had... Yeah.
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But...
You two look exhausted.
Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
You know, the real star of this game is that fucking dragonfly.
Are you ready to go home?
Alright, Charon, ferry us home. Alright. Oh shit, there's more. 1 year later. 1 year later. Oh shit, okay. Currently, private member wing. Currently exhibiting. Wait, is this, did they turn the temple into a museum? Is that what we're getting here? Ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, Sumer. That can't be the case, can it?
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about
Oh good, we're a crackpot now.
Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius's tablet. And I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Okay. Okay, no, this is just a regular museum, not a... Okay, what are we looking at here?
There she is.
What? 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 Galerius! These are our guys!
Remember me?
What? What? Galerius, what are you doing here?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Charon appeared and told us she was returning us to the world.
Yeah, because everyone's alive because we didn't trigger the golden rule.
Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours.
That's fucking hysterical.
I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld.
What the fuck?
Giving us a second chance.
Not what I expected. Well, what are you doing with yourself these days?
Oh, I used Charon's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley.
Nice. Hell
it's
yeah.
hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it
Attaboy, Galerius. Galerius is a cinnamon roll too good for this world, too pure, and I am glad. You're with Equitia now?
I know. I can't believe my luck
hey.
either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married.
This is so silly. Like, this is a very silly way for this to end, but I love it. Hell yeah, I'd love that. Count me in. It was good to see you again, Galerius.
Of course. There's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you better keep moving.
Holy shit, okay.
We'll speak again soon, my friend.
The Oracle. Assemble as many people as possible in the museum. Sweet! Hell yeah. Equitia. Nice dress.
It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you.
What does he know? He only, technically in this timeline, had like one conversation with me. Good to see you too, Equitia.
So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work.
I cannot wait to hear what Sentius has to say.
And it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this. I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Galerius and I are engaged.
Yes! Woo! Hell yeah.
We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside, with room for a large family. And Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what you
They're
did
really
for
taking
us.
this quite calmly, all things considered. How's Livia?
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself.
I'll do that.
See you at the wedding, I hope.
Dooley! My boy! How you doing?
Hello, I'm Dooley.
I remember who you are, Dooley.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
Aw. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth.
I'm sorry you never found your treasure.
Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box. Galerius got me a box that tells stories.
Aw.
It's my favourite thing.
I'm glad you're happy.
Bye-bye.
Again, this is so fucking silly, but I love it. I eat this shit up.
Hi there.
Yulia! How's it going?
You're the Oracle, right?
Roz is fine.
Oh, of course. Sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation.
You know, since there's no more golden rule, we can absolutely punch Sentius in the face with, like, not many consequences, which is exciting. What are you doing with yourself these days?
Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend.
Let's go.
And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed?
Yep.
And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about.
Seeing the world through fresh eyes sounds wonderful.
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day.
Yulia, how do you know how comfortable a Pegasus is? Ari asking the real questions here. We could punch an awful lot of people now that there's no golden rule. Exactly. Whatever happened to Malleolus and Claudia?
Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude is a great feeling. I think you're allowed to feel that way.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Whatever happened to Aurelia?
Ugh, Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince.
Can't even remember
And
who
how she
Aurelia
going to
was.
be living the
Oh, that
high
was
life
the
from now on.
tavern keeper
Even
who was
in
a
your time, life still
dickbag.
isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket
Oh,
to
she
join
got
him
fucking
in some
scammed.
exotic place called...
She got fucking
What was it?
catfished.
Nigeria?
Oh no!
Some people have all the luck.
Oh no! Oh no! As the Oracle, I foresee terrible disappointment in her future.
Really? Huh. I feel better already.
That's
Thank you.
hilarious. It's good to see you again,
You
Yulia.
too. If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there.
That is great. Please give us the option. I know, right? I'm mad that I couldn't explain that. Oh well. Alright, I'll take you up on that. Alright. What else have we got here? Lucretia. That dress looks really
You're
nice on
here.
her.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Hey, Lucretia.
Lucy is fine.
Lucy.
I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone.
Or believe you,
Speaking of
probably.
which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So,
what are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to get into medical school.
Hell yeah.
As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
It's good to see you, Lucy.
You too. Don't be a stranger.
Who's this? Horatius! Hell yeah. Weird seeing you without the helmet.
I'm Horatius.
Hi, Horatius.
I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life. And reuniting Santilla with us as well. So, thank you.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
Sorry you never got to see your girl again.
Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever.
Aw, well said.
Thanks. Oh, and I don't know if you've heard, but a few of us are going for drinks later. It'd be nice to chat with you some more.
Sounds good, I'll be there.
Great.
Whatever happened to your buddy Domitius?
He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, he's a
Good
douchebag.
one. He had more trouble adapting than
Oh
most.
boy, I can't
He got himself
imagine.
disqualified from the UFC, so he started some kind of...
Oh, Jesus
underground
Christ.
bloodsport tournament, like we had in Rome. Suppose it appealed to people's base.
It sort of seemed like it. I'm not necessarily averse to it. I like him.
Men like that. But his luck finally ran out, and his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Is Proserpina gonna be here too? Good question. Sounds like he got what he deserved.
You're not wrong.
It's good to see you, Horatius.
See you at drinks later, I hope.
Sentia. We only talked to you like once ever.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you again, Sentia.
Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure
Understandably.
if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple. She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is we'll never see him again.
I wanted to punch him in the face. Tragic. What are you doing with yourself these days?
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
Alexa. What happened to Sentius?
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld.
Yeah, let's go!
Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
Fucking brutal. He did once tell me he wanted to live forever.
Then I suppose he got his wish.
I was wondering that too, Plasma. It's good to see you again,
too.
Cynthia.
See you around.
Alright. Keep on moving here. Hey, Georges.
Greetings. You must be the legendary Oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally
Yeah,
make
this
your
is definitely one of those things that I think falls
I am
apart if we try to think about it too hard. Good to see you too, Georges.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that, I am most grateful.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps
it would be very funny if Rufius and Virgil are dating now. I don't expect it, but it would be very funny. I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
I do like the mental image of Charon just giving them like $1 million in small bills each somehow. Consider me there. It's good to see you again, Georges. All right, Fabia. I am gonna be real with you. I hate that dress, but you look happy, so that's fine.
You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia.
Next black cards.
Is it not?
Hi, Fabia.
I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew, but I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
Basically, Ryder. It sounds so, like, unexciting when you put it that way. Handing them some paper, like, this is money, I promise. Yeah, like I said, like, they really seem less freaked out about the whole situation than I would be, I think, under the circumstances. You're welcome.
I'm just so happy to be here with you and everyone together again, even if it's just for one more night.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Karen gave me.
Oh,
so
silver, apparently.
I just do what makes me happy. Mostly that means
That's
baking
true,
for my
right? That's true.
friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants.
I love it.
What
She
a
has
time
hit the
to be
jackpot.
alive.
That is the ideal life. Baked goods, memes, and yoga pants. Fuck yeah. Glad you're happy.
Thank you. I really am.
It's good to see you, Fabia. I know,
You
right,
too.
Ryder? That sounds amazing. A fortune in silver, yoga pants, baked goods, and memes. Oh, it's this guy! What?
Greetings.
Even this guy got out? That we think is probably Diogenes? I think he's gonna tell us his name is Diogenes now.
I take it you're the oracle everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
We've met before, though I wouldn't expect you to remember it.
We have. I'm sorry.
Oh, not Diogenes. Philip.
In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it.
My what now? Hang on. Hold that thought. Catabasis. A going or marching down or back. Retreat. Especially a military retreat. Oh wait, what is a catabasis Greek mythology? A central convention of Greek mythological narratives is katabasis, the hero's journey to the underworld or land of the dead. Okay. So yes, that makes more sense. That much metallic silver would depress the global... Yeah, I was thinking that too, but again, don't think too hard about it. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
It's good to see you again.
My sincere thanks once again.
Hello.
Alright, who's this? Octavia. We didn't talk to you much, I don't think.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about
She was
you.
the other Vestal sister, right? With, Equitia, I think? Nice to see you, Octavia.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life...
Oh no, she was the woman up
I just
top.
want to spend the rest of my life helping people. Like you
Aww,
helped him.
Okay, I'm into it. Sounds like a noble cause. Good on you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It's good to see you again.
And you.
Good evening.
Livia, you're looking much better.
Greetings.
Good to see you looking well, Livia.
Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while. At least until I'm well enough to be independent again.
Read any good poems lately?
Ah, you remember that. I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry to catch up on now. I'm already up to the 19th century, and am quite enjoying the work of a fellow named Poe. I think I may have found a kindred spirit. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence.
Well said. It's good to see you again.
And you. Farewell, friend.
Is that Decius?
Some soiree, innit?
Decius. That is a bit of a jump.
Oh, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about.
Yeah, and
I'm
you're
Decius.
a prick. Hi, Decius.
Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man.
I would love to. No need to thank me. It was entirely unintended.
Such acerbic wit. I love it.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market.
Please tell
That's
me
where the
that
real
he
money
has
is
so
now.
much
In
less.
fact, I was hoping to ask your advice. You being the oracle and future seer and all that, on which stocks I should invest in next. I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms. What would you recommend?
Is there a stock market for, well, I guess gun manufacturers, yeah. NFTs, yeah. I want to believe that everyone else got tons of money from Charon, and he just sold his little trinkets and got like not nearly as much. I wouldn't help you even if I could.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Decius. I won't take no for an answer.
Yes. DVD rentals have a bright future.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing.
Fibber, lie 10 times. Nice.
Make a bloody fortune.
Yeah, get bent. I'll be going now.
Of course, don't let me keep you. Thanks again for the tips, my friend.
Ay. Alright, onward. Kabosh! Hey, buddy. How you doing?
It is an honor to finally meet you, Oracle.
Thanks, Kabosh.
You know my name? Oh, of course. You are an Oracle. You know many things.
How did they get him out of that, like,
to offer my
deep
thanks for
place?
releasing us from that case, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the
hell yeah.
afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Sounds like you've earned it.
Indeed.
It's good to see you again, Kabosh.
Thank you, Oracle.
Hell yeah. Who's next?
Hi.
Hello. I think you might have called it, Ari. I think you might have called it.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you too, Rufus.
I go by Rufus now. New start, new name. Oh, and thanks, by the way.
Hey, Rufus, have you realized you were a huge gay?
No good with the mushy stuff.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I live with Virgil
Hey!
in Rotterdam, not far from where
Hype
he
in the
grew up.
chat for
It's
all the gay
very
people.
Modern. Destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time.
It's good to see you again, Rufus.
You too.
What are you
Look us
doing
up
with
next
yourself?
time
I'm
you're
actually
in
doing it with Virgil. Hey!
We're grateful.
Hell yeah. Virgil, tell me all about your boyfriend, since he doesn't want to
so
talk.
Nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Good to see you, Virgil.
I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there. And for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to be an architect again.
Hell
and
yeah.
living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam.
Hell yeah.
Just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up.
Hell
of course, it's
yeah.
improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
It's good to see you again.
Too. As Rufus
Why is
said
there
in
no
his own
punctuation on this
laconic way,
sentence?
If you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
I may just take you up on that. Scintilla!
Hello there.
Oh, I didn't even get to click on her. She just turned around. Hi, Scintilla.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every
Yeah, I
time
don't blame
I heard
you.
my own name. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
Fuck yeah, he did. Sounds like he got what he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria.
Love
It's
for
even
everybody.
more wonderful than I dreamed it would be.
Aw.
I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
I might just do that.
Thanks. You too.
I'm assuming this is Ulpius.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius.
Good to see you too, Ulpius.
I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but Every day I look at her
Aww.
and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope and missed out on all of this? So we're living each day to the fullest. And we end them all the same way.
Sex!
Sitting together on our terrace with a glass
That too.
of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now, and watching the sunset over the rolling hillside. And I couldn't be happier.
I'm glad you're happy.
Thank you.
Umbria's not a very wide
Wouldn't be
region. They're
here
probably
without
fairly
you.
close to Galeria. It's nice. Good, I'm glad.
You too.
Alright, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. A Latin plaque which reads, "All must walk this path to where the laws of day help the virtuous to paradise in this city beneath the earth. The ravenous hunger of the avaricious is sated at the banks of the stream, but in vain, for none from here may return." Most of this is stuff we've seen already. All right, how's it going, Al?
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Charon? Oh, Proserpina.
Sorry if I frightened you.
What?
Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
Yay! I recognize that voice.
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
You were whispering to me all along.
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues, and whisper to you when he was
I did want to see Charon again, too.
I am sorry my messages were so cryptic.
Maybe
There
she
were only
went
ever
with
brief
Pluto.
windows
No,
in which I
Pluto
could
left
speak
back in
to
the
you
Roman
without being
period.
detected.
You did what you could, thank you. You created the time loop.
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used
Yeah, well, he got
selflessly
around that, didn't he?
to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier, he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did.
What became of Pluto?
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
What became of Charon?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke,
okay,
she was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
So Charon's the new goddess of the underworld? It was nice meeting
And you. Although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues?
Yeah, did you
scattered
save
throughout
them?
the city?
Or at least turn their consciousnesses off? Because that was fucked up.
Good. because they remember you.
Is that what all
Well
of those
done, my
voices are?
friend. Of all
What?
the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
What? Hey, achievement unlocked. The canon ending. Reach ending 4 of 4. Nice. Okay, so I'm guessing that means that there's... Charon invents the Matrix. I'm guessing that there's no way that we can, like, convince them to just ascend all of humanity, although that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna quickly Google real quick, though. Forgotten City endings. All endings and how to get them. Okay. So, the canon ending, ending 4. Arguably the best ending you can get in the game. It isn't referred to the canon ending as the canon ending for nothing. The Great Temple overlooking the entire city is locked until you find all the necessary plaques to insert into the obelisk. Yeah, that's the good ending. Definitely. Then you'll be confronted with a series of doors. By looking at the statues and their outfits, you'll understand that you have to speak all of the god of the underworld's names in a specific order. Pluto, Hades, Osiris, Nergal. Once you've unlocked the doors, you'll be granted entry to meet with the infamous Pluto, god of the underworld himself. There are 2 ways this can go down. First, you can fail to persuade Pluto, but wait, all is not lost. There's the option to kill Proserpina and grab her crown before fleeing to restart the loop. Then, you can go back to the Great Temple, show Pluto his wife's crown, and basically bully him into letting everything go. Okay, so it is actually possible to convince him, apparently. The other way is to launch into a philosophical debate on morality and show Pluto that he's no better than the humans he looks down on. So I came so close. I came so close, but I didn't do it. To do that, you must pick certain dialogue options after asking him his story and where you are. Are you responsible for the Golden Rule? I've seen some terrible things here. Pick all the dialogue options that show all the sins you've come across that are overlooked, like Malleolus tricking citizens into becoming his slaves. It's no wonder the people say the gods are cruel, and if you did, you'd be proving my point. Don't snitch on Proserpina. Okay, there's a whole long set of dialogue here. It's pretty much the same dialogue that I took, so I think there must have been like 1 or 2 examples that I didn't have. And that's why it didn't, I wasn't able to convince him. Pluto will then be convinced and agree to abolish the Golden Rule and release everyone. Then you'll be granted a heartwarming epilogue of all the citizens hailing you as a hero. Okay. The other endings are saving the whole city, just escaping with Scintilla, and then, oh, okay, so there's one more ending that we didn't get. The ending marked as ending 1 in the achievements is the worst possible ending in the game since you saved nobody from the Golden Rule. After finding Scintilla and having her reveal Sentius's dirty laundry, you can go back up to the city. However, this time you must head straight back to Sentius's villa and kill him. I feel like I thought that you couldn't do that. Like, I feel like I was blocked from the option of doing that. But maybe not. If you chose to play as a soldier, you can use your gun to do this, otherwise use the bow. Once you kill him, a time paradox occurs and you're sent back to your time. Not only do the citizens of the city have a bad ending, but you do too. Alworth derides you for killing a man without remorse and condemning the 2 of you to a horrible fate. This is true because this ending does not allow you to see Charon, who is the only person able to return you to the land of the living. So technically you and Al are stuck down there forever. Oh, he told you that you couldn't because you'd cause a paradox and doom everyone, so you didn't. Gotcha. Okay. So he talked me out of it, basically. Alright. But, yeah. Alright. Okay. Guys, this was such a good fucking game. What the fuck? I was not expecting this to grab me as much as it did, but it was really, really good. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this. We technically have 50 minutes left in the stream, and I'm trying to decide if I want to... I wish we could kill Pluto. Yeah, I know. We didn't... Apparently not an option, sadly. But at least he left. And everyone's happy now, so... I'm trying to decide if I want to try and do 50 minutes of another game or just wrap up early tonight. And I'm not really sure. God, Mari. I don't know if I have my PS2 emulator set up on this computer yet, actually. Oh, here's our... Okay, here's the voice cast. Do we recognize anyone? Ancient Roman god. And meaning Pluto, or... Is there anyone here that I recognize? About another game? I was vaguely thinking about showing you guys the life and suffering of Sir Brant, which is like a visual novel thing with choices that you guys could make. We wouldn't get through it tonight, but it might... I don't know that it would make for a full stream anyway, but I do kind of want to share it because it's pretty cool. I don't think I recognize any of these people. They all look very nice, though. Wolf Williams, what a fucking badass name. Yeah, I don't think I recognize any of these people. Wait, Dennis Kleinman. That was the same person as somebody up further up. Interesting. I think he was the philosopher and the god were voiced by the same person. That's funny. All right. That was so good, man. That was such a good game.